There you go. Without further ado, the order of the presentations is going to be milestone, learn and earn, planted, and taught and I would like to invite Milestone to come to stage and present their pitch to the judges.
As young people, we are told over and over again that the road is our oyster, that we can be anything we dream of being. But in reality, that is not true. There's a multiple people graduating from high schools and universities every day, every year, with dream roles and careers in mind, but they have absolutely no idea how to get there. And you know what? That was the same for me. It took me 3 weeks for me to meet with a guidance counselor. And I told her I want to be a mobile app developer. She did not know the first steps I should take to get there. So that's where we're coming in 3 simple stages, using our highly analytical software tools and personalization software, we're giving young people access to their dream roles by giving them key steps to take to get there. So today, I'm excited to share with you something that's going to transform, inspire, and create the educational space, presenting Milestone.
Well, when you reach our launching page, you're going to have to sign in with your LinkedIn account. And when you sign in, you're going to have to go through your first step by inputting your dream role. And you could be anything, from a CEO to an astronaut to even the owner of a pet shop. And your next step is to simply click Discover Your Milestones. Yep, and then we take care of the rest. Because our highly analytical software is going to scour LinkedIn for the people and profiles that match your dream job. It's going to analyze each of these profiles individually and come up with potential career trajectories on how to reach your dream role. Then it's going to analyze your profile, your connections, your skills, and your experience, and match them to the people that you aspire to be like. And then what we are going to do is to create and give you a personal milestone timeline. And what a personal milestone timeline is the potential next steps for you to make in order to one day achieve your dream role. Now, this personal milestone timeline has very specific milestones for you. They're personal, and they come in many forms. So, for example, one suggests potential people in your second and third degree connections on LinkedIn for you to pursue and seek and ask advice from them on how to proceed in your future. Another, it suggests potential schools that you may want to study at. And another one is that it just suggests a good book that you may want to read to get those juices flowing in your mind. You know, statistics have shown that more than 50% of young people that have graduated recently from around the world have said that they've used the services of a career counselor. The thing is what are we doing that's different to a career counselor? We're instantaneous, we're personalized, but we're also a very powerful tool in the hands of a career counselor. So the thing is that our revenue model is actually very, very simple. We sell direct to the consumer, $5 for a full year's access, unlimited searches on Milestone. And we also sell directly to institutions, to schools and universities to empower career counselors to deliver their job even better. The thing is, Milestone is going to revolutionize the way students engage in their job search. But wait a minute. The thing is that pursuing your dream job is not just meant for young people. It can happen at any age. And so the thing is that the reason why Milestone is so relevant is that anyone can use our program and find a job that really makes their heart beat, that really wakes them up in the morning. And I love this quote that says that the journey of 1,000 miles begins with your first steps. It is our mission at Milestone to make you choose the right ones.
Very well done. So now we're going to start with the questions and answers. And before we do that, I would like to actually introduce the judges to you guys. We have 5 celebrity judges today joining us to choose the winner. From the right to the left, we have Jeff Hoffman, one of the founders of Priceline. Come on, guys. We have Adam Selim, the Global Partnerships Chair for Up Global. We have Rich Burton, the founder of Expedia. And Jonathan Ortmans, the founder of Global Entrepreneurship Week. And of course, Dash, our dear Dash. All right, let's start the time for the Q&A, please.
Okay, great presentation, guys. Super idea, lots of energy. All right, so what if I'm a young person and I don't have a network on LinkedIn yet? How are you going to match me with somebody to help me lay out my milestones and mentor me?
Absolutely. Well, one of the plans that we do have, obviously this is just a short prototype, but one of the things that we do have on our website that is going to come is we'd like to have a sort of how to get a proper LinkedIn profile. So the thing is that, not everyone does have a LinkedIn, and I've met people here that don't actually have LinkedIn profiles yet. But the thing is if you create a very specific how-to, who to add, sort of how to write your experiences in a way that shows, your best self, then they're going to be able to use our program. So there's really no way to use our program without a LinkedIn, but we want to give them the opportunity to, or show them how to do it.
Just a quick piece of advice, as you take this forward, if you take it forward, is I'm sure LinkedIn would be very excited about working with you. I'm serious, and establishing kind of an opt-in mentorship network where there'll be tens of millions of people on LinkedIn who'll want to help out. So I'll bet you LinkedIn management would help support you roll that out.
Can you talk a little bit more about the search part of the front end? I mean, you use the example of CEO. CEO is a pretty broad career choice. You could be the CEO of yourself or 4,000 people. So talk about the search and how defined I can get.
Yep, I'm going to hand you over to Thibaut for that.
So for this, we haven't been able to implement it fully yet, but the ultimate goal is to be able to find all the potential CEOs in your network and cluster their work trajectory, so their career path, and we'll be able to provide you with different paths to different roles that have the same exact title, so that you can pick the one that's most appropriate for you, and that is our plan.
Just to add a point that's a little more, that expands a little bit on that, there are certain titles like CEO which you can't avoid, the sort of broadness and it being kind of general. But when some of the examples like management consulting or examples like CTO, there comes up a lot more specific job sort of recommendations. So there are unfortunately certain job titles which lead to more general results, but that's just because a lot of people are a CEO. Right from the grassroots to a very high level. So.
Okay, one really quick piece of advice as well. I spend a lot of time with college students, and most people at 22 don't know what they want to do. So a thing that you probably should do is have an attribute search. I have no idea what this job is called, but I want a job that does these kinds of things, instead of requiring me to know what the job is that I'm trying to match.
Great, thank you very much. That's awesome.
One more thing we hope to add is that a lot of people drop out of their majors or change careers. And we want to be able to use our data to analyze what indicators would show when someone must drop out and maybe alert them. So you don't have to go through 7 years of medical school to realize you don't want to become a doctor. So we hope to provide that just from the database analysis.
Kind of half question, half comment. I think one thing probably worth thinking about is the rate of change in terms of kind of career trajectories, in terms of, if you go on LinkedIn and search CEO right now, probably, over 50% of the people are maybe over 50 there, right? So when they were 18, the traditional kind of career growth in terms of university, master's, whatever, business degree might be completely different than it is nowadays. So you'd probably want to think about that in terms of, I don't know, age, demographics. Or...
Yeah. Actually, sorry, but we have thought about that in the sense that although over the course of a person's life, your ultimate goal in your career changes, what we're actually giving is the first steps. So say if you want to be a future CTO, it actually says that you don't have to talk to a CTO, but you could talk to someone who is on that career pathway. So you could talk to someone who maybe studied finance at university, or maybe someone who has had studied technology at university, or someone who is currently in that industry but maybe not quite there yet. So it's just the next steps.
Totally. Another kind of quick.
We have time for one more quick question.
Okay, one quick comment, guys. There's a new startup. I can't remember the name, but they allow people to essentially charge for their time to mentor. It could be something awesome to plug into, where you essentially have another revenue model there as well.
Okay, one quick question, quick comment. Quick question is, how did you come up with the $5 price point?
The $5 price point basically gives us a wicked margin on every person that comes through. But in a sense, we're going to give people, like, on their personal milestone timeline, 5 next steps. So basically, we just said $5, 5 steps.
Thank you. Time is up.
All right. Thank you, guys. Well done. I would like to invite the judges to present your scores for the team. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Next team, please.